Yeah, I don't know if you caught it in the. I don't know if you caught any of the last Inhouse, but apparently Spirit Breaker has now reached first ban material because of that one game I had. I don't know. I wasn't even in the game and it still got first ban.
10 seconds.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I do remember the game where you did very well on it, but you were pos 3, which is quite an unusual place to put Spirit Breaker.
I believe it got picked game 2 at the last Inhouse by Debate Mail, and a similar effect, although he was pos 4, so it wasn't as fun.
I think pos 4 is more usual for Spirit Breaker, isn't it? Because all he really needs to do is charge people.
I've seen it be played in pro scene as pos 5, but I don't think that's as common in pubs. Like, I think No Tail plays that shit pos 5 sometimes.
Your pros can get away with nearly anything pos 5 because they can.
True.
They say you've seen them play really, really greedy supports, and they can get away with it. Whereas in a pub game, you don't want to see Spirit Breaker pos 5.
I mean, I don't think it's that greedy. Like, it's just a hero that says I need a BKB piercing stun on my pos 5.
It's true, yeah. I mean, No Tail has played a lot in pos 5. He's played Underlord pos 5, Magnus pos 5. He even popularized Magnus pos 5 to the point where it became almost normal. But we'll see if they ban it this game then. You said it was first ban or second ban material.
It was first ban a couple of times. The Wraith King was banned.
Okay, it's not gone yet. Wraith King is really meta at the moment. Mars is still pretty good. He's got an incredibly good Aghanim Scepter.
No Oracle ban this time.
No, but is Debate Mail in the game? Yes.
He is, yes.
And he is the captain, but he went for Rubik instead. I guess because of Nat. Pick the Rubik against the Nat, ban the Wind Ranger. Makes sense to me.
Interesting stat here for you. Apparently Juju has played 5 games of Oracle this month.
Okay.
Don't know if that's mid Oracle or if that's support Oracle. I've seen it played mid a couple times recently, but
I do not like mid Oracle. Not a fan.
The one thing it does really well is you can really easily kill range creeps. Because at level 3, I think just insta kills it.
You can also deny creeps really easily with it because you could just E your own creep and then just right click it.
You can also right click the creep. You can also right click the creep first and then E it while the animation's in the air.
Oh, nice.
Team pick.
Cool, so you got some options there. Oh, there's Spirit Breaker literally first pick. Wow. You were right.
Not Debate Mail this time. Okay.
Yeah, but it was like it's literally first pick on the Radiant team.
The funniest part of this to me though is the hero just hasn't been touched. Like, it didn't get buffed or nerfed. He just got given an Aghanim Shard, and it's not even like
10 seconds
the
remaining.
most insane. It's a fun one.
The Aghanim Shard doesn't like completely revolutionize the way the hero's played or give him a brand new strength.
I think I pointed it out after the game last time because I don't think you noticed it. But basically, the way it works is you cast it, and then you can keep running around and doing other stuff, and then it stuns them and teleports you.
Okay, they have a couple of Ag Shards like that. The notable one is Bane's one, where you can channel your ult and then you can just bugger off, and the illusion will channel the ult for you. That is really good shard.
It's really weird.
It's insane, that one. It's one of the best, because if you ult and you channel it full as well, they have to interrupt 2 people at once.
If you're playing Rubik against that Bane Ag Shard and you Ag Shard, can Rubik then steal a spell from that illusion?
Oh, how does Rubik's Ag Shard work? Do you get automatic Ag Shard upgrades on every ability you steal? Do you not?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You do? Oh. That was McDoot.
Do you need me to stream it, Scott?
You what? Oh, yeah, come on, yeah.
Okay,
McDoot is here.
Yeah.
Finally.
He is. Dota.
I can't even Dota Plus spectate, can I? Because of I've got friends on both teams.
Yeah, it's a lobby. Curse of a lobby.
Oh, okay.
You can watch Brex's screen.
Well, right now I'm just looking at Rubik's Ag Shard.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Rubik is a fun hero to play because every time there's a patch, you still get to play Rubik, but you get to use all the upgraded spells, so it just becomes more fun.
He's really weird now. He has like massive cast range for no reason, like more so than before.
Oh yeah, because he needed that, and also they changed his third ability. I think Arcane Supremacy it was called. So now it has no debuff amp, but the debuff amp comes on his ultimate now, which means that you don't get free debuff amp on telekinesis. So telekinesis is less strong than it was before, but now you have a ridiculous amount of free cast range, and you still get 30% more debuff on your ultimate at rank 3. So it's still pretty nuts.
Which is a really weird change, I think, because like telekinesis is already not a great spell. It's like okay, it's a very average stun, right?
I'm not sure it's that bad, you know.
Well,
I mean, it's not awful. But
it's definitely a nerf.
Awesome.
It's a numeric nerf, but I don't think it's
like the best part about it is that you can reposition stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like the stun's meh.
True.
The range is okay.
It is an instant stun at the end of the day.
That's true. Does do no damage though.
Bristleback and Spirit Breaker and Sand King, so there's already 3 out of 4 heroes' strength.
We have seen Spirit Breaker work its magic several times.
But have we seen Bristleback work its magic? Because
No.
this hero was one of the worst heroes in 7.27. Got a new Axe Shard, which is okay. Not great, but it's okay.
I've seen, so this is an extreme example, obviously, but I've seen Topson playing it recently because
Mid.
the new, I don't know if it was his mid or not. It might have been his carry in pubs or something. But Eternal Shroud is really, really good on that hero because it just fixes your mana issues.
That's true. It gives you spell lifesteal, which is really good.
Yeah.
It gives you free mana. It gives you magic resist. In fact, I think Eternal Shroud is a massively overrated item, and I've seen loads of heroes buy it when it's not that useful. But I think for Bristle, it's literally designed for him. It is so good.
Like, there was a clip, I think, that's got to the front page of Reddit or something, of him playing it. He got to, like, 6 slot. He had, like, the Ag Shard, the Ags, and, like, an Octarine Core, and the enemy team ran at him. He thought he was going to die, and he just survived purely from Bristleback procs.
Yeah.
Like, 5v1.
And every time you're proccing Bristleback, you're healing a massive amount. The only thing I'm worried about with Bristleback is that there's even more break in the game now. Hoodwink's got break on his ultimate. Phantom Assassin gets break with her new Ag Shard, which is a very good shard. Doom gets break back on his ultimate with Aghanims. I just feel like there's a lot of break, and that kind of worries me for Bristleback.
I think Bristleback is an unfortunate victim of collateral damage from Spectre nerfs, or like Spectre counters, in the sense that basically everything you want to build against Spectre is now more easily available. Like Phantom Assassin, for example, is a fine counter to Spectre, and sadly Bristleback's been caught in that when he doesn't need to be, which is a shame. But yeah, I agree. I think break and like healing reduction and all that stuff is more present than it has been in previous patches.
Yeah, exactly. Out come the core bans.
I do love seeing Wraith King banned. I think that hero's insane. I mentioned that last series, but I think Wraith King is back to where he was. He farms really fast, so I'm really happy to see that gone. Same with, I mean, all the melee cores are in a good place right now, so.
Yeah, I feel like the problem with Wraith King, and I don't really like this as a general rule, is crits that are guaranteed and have a cooldown. I mean, I guess Janada is an example, right? And Chaos Knight used to have it. It just makes your lane so strong because you just run up and you guaranteed a 3 times damage to the face. It's ridiculous.
Janada's not a crit.
Yeah.
Janada's not, but you know what I mean? It's like a guaranteed...
It used to be, yeah.
It's a guaranteed extra damage.
The other deceiving part of that is you think like 4 seconds is a long time, but in reality it's like flipped the numbers and the timing of crit because it happens at the first hit every 4 seconds. It means within 4 seconds you get 2 crits rather than it being 1 crit every 4 seconds.
True. And it becomes 2
so
seconds.
The burst
at max
damage.
Rank, max level.
Yeah, the burst damage is insane on like old Chaos Knight used to be able to get 2 crits guaranteed, and now Wraith can do the same thing, and it's so much damage. So.
Yeah, you're right. 1 instantly and then 1 after 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of damage. It also means you can last it very easily on Wraith King, and you're always going to have the lifesteal up for the crit. You've got a lot of free lifesteal, so
Can we talk about Sand King being the best hero in the game? Epicenter change is awesome. Really happy to see it. Instead of it being a channeling that can be cancelled and like put on cooldown, it's now just an animation, which is awesome. It's fantastic. That goes without saying. It's now impossible to cancel. Basically, he'll always have Epicenter ready to use.
I think that's been a long time coming. That change.
Yeah. I think his Aghanim shot is also pretty good. It basically reads. I mean, it looks shit. 140 damage when you walk around. But I think if you read it as plus 140 damage to Burst Strike, like that sounds pretty good.
Maybe. I mean, if you think Queen of Pain Shard is 150 damage to Blink and its silencers, Sand King doesn't seem too strong to me. It's okay. It also of course procs on the end of Blink Dagger. So when you blink in, you get another damage burst. There's like these little like bursts of damage that over time add up to quite a lot of damage. I quite like it. Some people hate it, and it probably is shit, but I like. I enjoy using it. I enjoy the reward. I'm not entirely sure we're going to see it this game, but we'll see. Crystal Maiden, I think, is a really good pick. It works well with Bristleback. If anyone's ever had the unfortunate time of laning against Crystal Maiden Bristleback, it is a horrendously difficult lane because Crystal Maiden just gives so much mana to the Bristleback. That's why I'd like almost to see those two go together. But I guess now that you've got Slark, you're thinking, okay, Crystal Maiden Slark, but Crystal Maiden Bristleback is a nasty lane. I think it's almost a guaranteed win, and plus you're just feeding a load of mana to Bristle, which is what he needs.
But I think also Spirit Breaker Bristleback is also fantastic. I think
alright.
Bristle, like Slark has a more immediate. I don't want to say kill threat, but I think if you can get killed on Slark, you're a happy lad, especially as in that lane. And it's quite easy to set up just root pounce. Whereas Spiritbreaker Bristleback can just create so much space and just bully people and just do, in your face melee core things. I mean, it's a good lane either way. I mean, they can swap it around, but I think it's gonna be great on both sides of the map.
So
True.
You said you've got some of the Dota buff pages open. I'm trying to figure out who on Dire is playing Shadow Demon here because none of them play it.
Let me skim through.
First time.
It is as far as I can tell. Usually it's Dan that plays it. The last couple of in-houses he's played some Shadow Demon. He's like one of the few people that does play it.
Yeah,
The problem with Dota buff
Ollie as
is
well.
that like no one plays. Well, not no one, but people don't play that many online games. And
Yeah.
as we've seen, like I've personally played heroes I've never played before and done well.
Have you seen the Ag Shard drone?
Or
Shadow Demon. It turns your ultimate into Oracle.
oh, a heal. Yes, you can cast it on allies.
Yeah,
it dispels them.
Third.
Yeah,
It's continuous third. It's ridiculous.
There's a few new sources of dispel. If you're really after defensive dispel, I think Dazzle got a really nice upgrade to his Aghanim's, so now Shadow Wave dispels. I think Troll Warlord also can dispel himself now with his Aghanim's as well. So there's a lot more purge in the game than there was before.
I don't know how I feel about these heroes. I don't know what I'm seeing here. So I think Phantom Lance is pretty good versus Bristleback.
10 seconds.
Is he? In the lane,
yeah.
I think he really struggles.
I think Phantom Lance struggles against most heroes until he's level 6.
Yeah, but I think Bristleback can easily destroy the illusions early game. You can't dispel Quill Spray, and Phantom Lance is not going to do enough damage to Bristle while he's running away.
You know what? That's true. The Quill Spray stack damage will definitely get high. I was thinking he has high armor, generally, Phantom Lancer. And he can purge like nasal goo. So
Yes,
I was thinking that might be really
when
effective.
He gets
I think
Diffusal,
stacks.
it's fine. Bristle is so bad when his mana's gone. So when Diffusal gets up, Phantom Lancer will have no problem. Lane, it's pretty dicey.
Yeah.
I mean, they could always swap the lanes, right, and put the Sand King against the Bristle and try and caustic him out of lane.
Yeah, I think Sand King would do okay against Bristle potentially.
I don't know. Sandstorm's a sad story when you're just getting cool sprayed the whole time.
True, but then you don't want a standard Sandstorm either, I guess. Does a lot of damage. Who's cracking open a cold one?
Boys. I didn't know if I might put that up or not.
It
Sponsored by Phantom Boys.
And do we agree that Phantom Lancer probably wrecked Slark in any decent match?
I feel like Slark is not amazingly good against illusion heroes. I know you can pounce the real Phantom Lancer, but I think Phantom Lancer will turn around and kill you. And if Slark's doing the Shadow Dance, Phantom Lancer can spend the whole time doppelganging and walking around. And
yeah.
I don't think he's in any danger of being killed by Slark.
So I forgot what Lance's Ag Shard is. It's actually his old Ags, the bouncing Lance.
But cheaper.
Yes, it is, yeah. Old
which
Ags.
is interesting.
Sadly, as a position 1, or at least as like a physical build, I don't see that being very good.
It's a big buff to the illusion damage as well. It increases the illusion damage from 20% to 50%.
Oh,
so
okay. I didn't
they
realize
buffed it
worked
again
like
in 7.28a, so the illusions created by the Spirit Lance become very hard-hitting illusions.
How much is his usual? Is it like 18% damage or?
20% on the Lance usually.
On what about on his passive?
I think it's up to like 22 or something.
Okay.
It's small because he has so many illusions.
I love Puck. Nat loves Puck clearly. I think Puck's really in a good place this patch.
I like Puck, yeah.
It's pretty good versus Storm. That was a pretty fast pick against it as well.
It's good against Storm in the early to mid game, definitely. If we go late, I think Storm starts to take over because, of course, Storm can just BKB the silence and just zip straight out of the Dream Coil. But before that, Puck's silence is so effective at locking Storm down. Puck does well in the early game in the laning stage. It's good against Phantom Lancer. It gives them some catch. The long silence is going to be really good at catching those heroes out. Sand King, Phantom Lancer, Storm. So yeah, I like to see the Puck.
I guess my real question... Oh, sorry, you're hurt.
Yeah, I think both teams have set their pace quite clearly. I don't know if they're meant to, of course, but Storm Spirit and Phantom Lancer do want to ruin like a 40-minute game. But I think Puck and Slark will, and especially like Bristleback, will have enough momentum to be able to, secure the early and mid.
Yep.
I was just saying, I'm curious whether Nat's going to go physical or magical this time because he played Puck in our last in-house, where we streamed it, and he had this weird scenario where he had to get like Yule's BKB and he had like a Deso, and he just did no damage because.
And he has Witchblade. He had like 4 items.
I tend to do that. End up with BKB, Blink Yules, and then a Deso or MKB. What I've seen some of the high MMR players do, when I've been watching their games is I've seen Witchblade being picked up really early on Puck because you don't even need to be an attack damage Puck build to enjoy Witchblade. Witchblade is a very, very powerful item on Heroes because it does a lot of damage.
It's good on almost any hero.
Yeah, it's really strong. Even if you're not going to go for like an auto attack focus build, you can still make use of it. Witchblade also...
In fact, you probably get punished for going attack focus just because the cooldown and because the stats. It's like trying to go all in on Witchblade doesn't pay off as much as you think it would.
No, not unless you're a hero who can stack intelligence like Silencer, of course.
But I disagree. Oh, well, the thing is, I've seen Brett try that too many times. I've been totally put off.
I tried it once.
Yeah, that was enough for me. I think it's a bit of a bait going in for like a full int stack. I think there's other items like lockdown. I think I said this in the last cast. Like Silencer especially wants like lockdown rather than a 3 second. Is it 3 seconds? Slow, 30% slow.
I think it's less the slow mode that gives you really high damage.
Well, yeah,
armor, which you kind of like.
People just walk away from you.
The slow is quite helpful for heroes like Silencer. Those auto attack cores. I've just found it to be does quite a lot for how cheap it is. Like I build it a lot on Queen of Pain. It's what are you paying for it? 3,000 gold. No less, 2,600 gold. It gives you decent stats, but it does quite a lot of damage. It really adds up. It's like not quite a Dagon. But for 2,600, you're doing about 300 damage when you auto attack someone. It's quite nice. Low cooldown as well.
Oh, I wonder if you build it on like a Lena or something.
Oh, Lena attacks too fast for me.
I think Lena would be better off
when you could be getting straight
building
damage.
Actual attack damage items. MKB, Daedalus for Lena, in my opinion. I feel like Witchblade is better on heroes who want to attack a bit but aren't like super attack focused, like Queen of Pain, even Puck. Storm,
it's so fun when you get Witchblade and then you
Storm Sword is fine. I wouldn't be mad to see it, but I don't know how that incorporates into his bigger build, which is also why I kind of have a problem with like Puck building it.
Well, Storm has a lot of items he wants to build, doesn't he? Because Storm wants to he needs a BKB at some point. He wants probably a Bloodstone. He might want an Orchid. He might want a Scythe. He might want a Shivers. Where do you fit in a Witchblade? I can't tell. Maybe a Yules you're going to rush against Puck to get rid of the Silence, to get rid of Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with Witchblade. You go, this is a cool item. Where do I put it?
Yeah, if you want it on Storm, you probably have to replace the Orchid with it, right?
Yeah, but you don't really.
And then you lose out on the lockdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm always thinking about. I think like Winter Wyvern, Witchblade is quite fun. You pop Winter's
core?
That is true.
What is that first ability called?
On like a pos 3 maybe.
Arctic Burn.
Arctic Burn, that's the one. You do one attack when you pop Arctic Burn. You take half of someone's HP away. That's actually quite fun. So
I really hope we get to see the Bristleback Axe Shard. I think it's really good. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet.
I don't think it's. Someone told me it was terrible, and someone said you said it's really good. I think it's in the middle. I think it's decent. Yeah, I think it can be good.
Yeah, I think it's quite unassuming usually, but like as soon as someone has 3 or 4 stacks and you throw it and it just does 800 damage, people are like, "What?"
Oh,
what's the cooldown on Hebel?
I don't actually know. I'll have a look on the wiki. Hold on.
Because there's some really good shards that, because they don't say their cooldown, you read it and you think this is awesome. Then you load into a game and realize it's like a 40-second cooldown, and you're like, okay, this is good, but when do I use it?
Yeah, it'd be good if they actually showed it, wouldn't it?
It has a 20-second cooldown normally.
That's better. Okay, that's better than I was thinking. Yeah.
It also has a travel speed of 1,200, which is pretty quick.
It's fast, yeah.
I've seen it bounce.
Whoa, that's taken a lot of damage. Being right-clicked to death by Jabate, man, look how aggressively he's playing. Nat's already had to use a Tango. Using a Tango, the other one's now on 60-second cooldown. He's not even at half HP yet.
Did he eat one of his trees? Or did he just eat a regular tree?
No, he didn't. Just a regular. I think maybe Tim should have shared another Tango with him while he was there. But oh well.
Well, will you have time to use it? It's going to take, 60 seconds and then another 60 seconds.
Ah, true. They did give shared Tangos a very long cooldown, which I think is good. Oh, look at Juji playing so aggressively into Nat.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this yet, but they're letting the Slark against the PL.
God, you actually got the kill with that. Oh man.
He was really suffering.
The prediction has started on stream, guys. Ooh. So I know that's kind of a little bit late because we've seen First Blood.
Most waited a little bit.
So yeah, let's talk about Slark and Spirit Breaker top.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Bristle and the Crystal Maiden, so I'm happy that, that's what's happened. But then
wait,
also...
who's playing the Slark?
The Slark is being played by Veteran.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think Max and Ollie are two really good core players, so I am happy that they're both playing, a quite farm, a bit greedy. I think they both suit that role.
Oh, Ollie killed the courier with the quill spray. I think he's going to find another kill.
He's just punching him.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, there's another kill. Taking a bit of tower hit.
Yeah,
This is Ollie style, by the way.
Oh,
he
no.
does die. He does die.
Ollie style, by the way.
Yeah, Ollie. Oops. I mean, Ollie style is... Have you seen? There was a time he played Bristleback with absolutely no points in Bristleback. Like, till level 10. He had max viscous nasal goo and
Does he
max
just
quill spray.
farm or what?
Well, he died mostly, but he did have a lot of kills.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes some sense. It's the same kind of logic you use for, like, not taking Bulwark on Mars, right?
I guess, yeah, true, but Bulwark is not really that good in the early game.
Well, the problem is you're comparing like viscous nasal goo to any of Mars's first two abilities,
Which are very, very good. Thanks
yeah,
for the
very
sub,
good
by
at
the way.
firing, very good at damage.
I mean, I think Goo's super underrated, to be honest. They buffed it a lot recently.
Chance
It's-
to
yeah.
get some free channel points, guys, if you give a prediction. Oh, looks like we found another kill. So this is what I mean. The
Good.
power of Crystal Maiden and Bristleback is not to be underestimated. Tim is already level 3, by the way. I mean, that is really high level. Miles is actually going to have to use his Burrow Strike, but it's only rank 1, so Ollie's going to get another kill. He's 3-1 already. But then
That is
Juju
unfortunate.
finds another kill on that. It's all over the place, this game. 6 kills
Okay.
in 3 minutes.
See, Ollie says, I want Eternal Shroud before boots.
He's
He's ready for it.
He's already picked up the Ring of Health. That's really nice for staying
What
in lane.
the-
And he's got... Oh, there's going to be a
That's a rage quit, right?
disconnect. Rage quit. I mean, he's got Ring of Health, and he's already got the Crystal Maiden Arcane Aura, so, he's ready to go.
I'm not sure Arcane Aura is that good in lane stage, but I haven't played with many Crystal Maidens, and I think she's like a trash POS 5. I think she's like a lazy POS 5. So how do you feel about Arcane Aura?
I wouldn't
It's-
max it.
I think it's really good, because 0.5 mana regen to every single lane at the same time is incredible. So I don't think maxing it is worth, but even 1 point, maybe 2 in the lane, depending how the lane's going, it gives your whole team a pretty incredible buff.
That is true, but from like a Bristleback perspective, so the whole team getting more mana is awesome, but Bristleback's only getting 0.5.
Yeah, but
like
that's
if you
a
compare
lot
that
when his
to-
base is 1. That's 50% more mana regen.
He's not wrong.
That's true. He does have a like trash base int and base mana regen.
I
does.
think my biggest issue with maxing Arcane Aura is like you're just a creep. Like you're losing out on the potential of having
Yeah.
2 really strong early game spells. Like Nova and Frostbite are really strong early on.
That's why I like 111 is a really good build,
Yeah.
because Crystal Maiden's strength is her spells are so good at rank 1. Like no one else's
Yeah.
spells compare. You've got 130 damage on Crystal Nova, and I think it's 150 on Frostbite. 2 incredible level 1 spells. Throw in Arcane Aura, now Crystal Maiden gets 1.5 mana regen on top, and probably one of the scariest level 2, level 3 heroes in the game.
Actually, Karen's in chat, right? Karen, how do you build Crystal Maiden these days?
We've seen all sorts in houses. We've seen Max Aura. We've seen someone played no Aura Crystal Maiden once, and I don't agree with that. That was pretty hard to sustain. I like
Lots of clarity.
maxing Frostbite. I know maxing Crystal Nova was the play for a very long time, but I think Frostbite scales better and is nicer to have than maxing Crystal Nova. But
Crystal
Yeah.
Nova scales better against dual lanes.
if you can guaranteed hit 2 targets every time, then yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is like we see a lot of 4s roaming around and like securing kills everywhere else in the map. Like eventually, like at level 4, well, maybe not level 4, maybe not that early, but around that time you'll see offlaners start solo, you'll see safe laners start to solo, and at that point, I agree, landing two hits on a solo offlane is impossible.
Yeah,
But depends how you read it. Depends how you read the game, because there are some games where people just sit in lanes for the whole 10 minutes.
Just a thought, but didn't they change how Frostbite works this patch? Like now it's not damage. It's damage per second now instead of damage over duration. 'Cause it used to be do the same,
yes,
same amount of
that's
damage
true.
over the duration of it, and then
That
for the
is-
creeps it was longer.
That is true. So the reason that changed, the way that changed, is the hero duration used to scale weirdly. The damage would scale in like an even amount, but the duration would scale weirdly. So at like level 2 or 3, it would deal damage faster than at level 4, because of the way it works. So that's the change. Is now it deals every level it always deals the same speed, whereas previously it had weird scaling.
It did have quite weird scaling, yeah, you're right about that. They've also taken the Aghanim Shard comes straight from Heroes of New Earth. This is how Crystal Maiden, there was a copy of Crystal Maiden in Heroes of New Earth called Glacius, and he could always cast Frostbite on himself or on allies to make them take less damage. And now, about 10 years later, they decided, well, that sounds like a good idea, they put that in. But I can't see that being super useful, because you think, oh, I can use it when I ult, but then you probably want to use Frostbite when you ult on the enemy to keep them in place. I guess late game, you can cast it on yourself while you're BKB'd, then you're taking practically no damage while you're channeling Freezing Field. It's got some potential there.
The other important thing is you can't use it on teammates.
Yeah,
don't get tricked by that.
Yeah,
I bought it in a game, and it did not work like that.
Yes,
so.
Brexx.
As someone who's played a lot of Abaddon, the spell says you can't use it on spell immune units, so you won't be able to use it on your BKB itself.
Oh, okay. So what if you cast it on yourself, then you BKB?
It'll probably purge it?
No, I don't think it would purge it. I think that would work. Like, this is an issue I get running a flame for whenever I'm playing Abaddon. Like, my teammate BKBs and dies, and I'm next to them, and I'm like, I can't shield you.
Yeah, oh, that's true. It's a weird change, isn't it? Or a weird interaction. BKB is like such a powerful item, being completely immune to spells, but then you can't even receive friendly spells as well, so it's definitely something to consider, especially if you have a bad on your team.
The next level Aghanim Shard player on Crystal Maiden is to stack cooldown reduction to the point where it's like 100% uptime Frostbite.
Yeah, I think it's technically possible.
And you got pew pew.
Actually, Jerome, I think they changed that as well. It's not spell immunity anymore. Now it's just you're immune to spell effects, but if a spell says pierces magic immunity, it still does the damage.
Yeah, there used to be
when did that
called,
change?
there used to be something called universal magic damage. I don't know if anyone remembers that type of damage.
Yeah, I remember this.
Universal magic damage was magic damage that went through BKB. There were only 2 examples in the game. I think one of them was March of the Machines as well, yeah, and Echo Slam.
Yeah.
I think it was those two.
Elder Titan stuff as well.
No, Elder Titan was split, I think.
It was.
Was it? Oh, okay.
It said split on the tooltip.
On his ult it was. And then after that, they just thought, well,
this is convoluted.
We're just gonna call it pierces spell immunity rather than this weird type of damage.
Yeah.
I must say, I do really like the build-up actually of Eternal Shroud early on, because you just get like a voodoo mask and a cloak and you're pretty much there.
Yeah, Ring of Health you get early game. Ollie's sending 5 Mango Stones.
Do we still think that voodoo mask is good?
I think
as an item.
Only on Bristleback, literally the one hero. I don't agree with it on any other hero in the game, but that's my opinion.
It's such a low numerical item.
Yeah.
I don't know if they buffed it, but at least in the previous patch.
Oh, Jabema doing a lot of damage to Tim. It looks like the Dire have actually claimed back some of the bot lane. You can see Tim's on completely, very low mana. Ollie's on low mana. Ollie's in a lot of trouble actually. Babot to the front.
Oh, he didn't verify.
Ollie does actually have a point in Bristleback. But unfortunately,
you were mentioning Sandstorm being a lot of damage, and I was saying he can just stand in it and quill spray him, but that is proof that is not how that lane is going to go down.
Juju has found another kill mid. Juju is 3-0 mid against that. So remember that we just talked about maybe Puck being a counter to Storm Spirit, but unfortunately a bad start for Puck has allowed Juju to get 3-0 in mid lane. This is really, really looking good, but then it looked like there was another kill. Finally, top lane have had some action. Oh no, Somewhat, why did you turn around? Kinder actually gets out because Somewhat made a little mistake, but that's still a kill for your Slark, right? I mean, you've got to think both POS 1s are in the same lane here, so I mean that's a lot of fighting going on, but
What lane?
God, fights non-stop. Is Miles in trouble? He does have core 6, so he can go to low ground if he needs to. He might do, because Ollie has a lot of mana. He's going to have to escape.
Magoo!
Under the cliff. You can save yourself. Oh, and the courier.
Oh,
he has to choose.
Nice. Do they have the means to kill Ollie? They definitely do if Juju wants to go in.
It's quite a hard kill.
It is. Juju went for 3 points of Overload instead of 2 points of Remnant and 2 points of Overload, so that's a bit of an unusual build.
That's an old build, I think.
It's an old, yeah. Now you start maxing Static Remnant after maybe 2 points of Overload because you need the Remnant to farm, and it just does more burst.
That is true.
But I guess against Puck, there can be something to be said about it.
What level is Puck right now?
Puck is currently level 5, so he's 2 levels behind at the moment. He's really hoping to get 6. He's also gone for only 1 point Waning Rift, rather than maxing it before Illusory Orb, so it means he doesn't have such a long silence to lock down the Storm. Storm is going straight for Orb, which I think makes sense when you're ahead. When you're ahead on Storm, you've got to get the Orb.
Yeah.
start
And
killing.
I don't think he's scared of silence or pounce or anything. This game, I think, is quite going in his favor. If he does get punished once he gets orchid, it'll be really funny, and he'll have to make a hard decision. But I think right now he's quite happy.
Veteran took a lot of damage there. Kinder unfortunately missed one of his shadow poisons, but they're turning around. Massive one was used. Now Doige's in trouble. Never mind, he's got doppelgang. Uses the rush to get out.
At 5 stacks of poison.
Oh, and that was a lot of damage. And then Shmail comes in, gets the fable. 4-1.
You can't dispel shadow poison anymore, can you?
Oh, you can't. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't.
One
anymore.
OP
Yeah.
hero, dude.
What? Why can't you
This
dispel
hero's
that?
busted.
You could dispel like everything else in the game that has stacks. Why not that?
But I think they
They
changed
literally
it.
changed it this patch.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you-
seems odd to
It
me.
used to be weird though, because like you'd purge it and it would still do the damage. So
But
maybe they
that's
changed
fine
it,
for
so-
Slark, because he just purges it all the
Yeah.
time. and he
Someone
doesn't-
in chat said I would go Yules on Storm. I definitely would have considered Yules, but considering already being 3-0 in lane this early on, I would definitely be going for... yeah, he's going on that. I think Nat's in trouble, and that's where he used illusory orb. Yeah. Sorry, you're not going to save yourself. Nice use of the regen rune, but still going to go down. I think building the Orchid when you're this far ahead makes sense, because every time you see Puck, you can absolutely just slay him. And then you can get Yules later if you want a defensive item or a BKB.
He might get punished by it because I think Nat will demonstrate how strong his silence is eventually. But you know he's lost the lane, so it's hard for Juju to think about. Okay, Puck's gonna really punish me for going Orchid.
Yeah.
Here's a quick thought. Do you think the Slark or PL will build a Mage Slayer this game?
I see Animancers get it all the time. So
It's used. I think it was almost designed for illusion heroes in mind, because you're reducing a lot of spell damage, which stops them killing all of your illusions. But
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a massive need for it on the Dire, because who are you going to cast it on? I guess if you do it on Bristleback, it takes some damage off the Cool Spray. Puck doesn't do a massive amount of magic damage. It doesn't really matter for Crystal Maiden. I don't feel like it's super value this game. But definitely some games it's good.
I don't know how the Mage Slayer passive stacks up, but I think 20% magic resist is still valuable versus
If you need
Crystal
it.
Maiden and Puck.
Oh,
What's the
Ollie,
40 damage?
he was going for a kill on Jabate. I don't think he's going to make it. Never mind, he might actually find a kill on Miles. Got to be careful. Never mind. They will secure the kill. Miles has gone for 3-point Sandstorm. So Miles is a very good Sand King player. He's played him many different ways. I've seen Max Corsair, I've seen no Sandstorm, Max Burrow Strike. He's gone for Max Sandstorm this game, which is an interesting choice.
I think he's just following the Immortal Faith build.
No. So Sand King's my second most played hero.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, accidentally. And Sandstorm's fantastic anyway. I think the only situations you go Caustic Finale or Burrow Strike is if, like for example, if they had 2 melees in lane, I think Caustic Finale is just an easy win.
Ollie's gone top. Looks like they're going to find a kill on Kinder Surprise. There's no way he's going to escape this. Gachan pops his ult for just a little bit of healing and to be safe. He's still got 16 one charges. Ollie is really going in. He knows that Doppelgang is only rank 1. Meanwhile, Juju gets a double kill. I think Doge is in a lot of trouble here. We'll look at the carnage of that later. And Ollie, yeah, just completely dives the tower. Ollie is 6-4-0. He has been involved in a lot of kills, but also he's got the most deaths and kills on his team. Oh, never mind, because Puck is 0-5-0. Oh dear.
Yeah, well,
Nat has not had the most favourable game, to be honest. I mean,
hopefully for Sand King, by the way, with Max Sandstorm, it lets you farm really fast. And he's managed to survive his lane and get quite a lot, despite Ollie like pressuring him that hard. So I think he's going to be really happy with the fact that he can push waves and just run to the jungle and push waves again.
yeah, it looks like he's
tons of
going
gold.
for a Veil of Discord. So it
Oh.
gives you the mana regen. Juju is very
Temporary
low.
on
If Juju
Juju,
dies to... Ah, Juju did not die. In fact, he's thinking about turning around. He's got to be careful because Tim can kill him. Never mind, he can't. That's going to be another kill.
That's a lot of heroes.
Debate Mail charges in with
Space
Charge of
creation.
Darkness. So we've hit the 10-minute mark. I've swapped to net worth. You see that? No one has good net worth this game, apart from the Storm Spirit, who's about 2,000 ahead of everyone. Looks like they're going to find a kill onto Veteran. But he cancelled the Epicenter. He realised he didn't need it. How good is that? You just channel it anyway and go, nah, I don't need it, actually.
Oh,
Puck's
Oh,
invis,
what a
and Juju's
buff
getting
that
hard.
is. Puck is invis, but is he just going to cancel that to
Coil?
be a dick?
Oh.
No, he's
No.
like, fine. He's like, fine, somewhat you're dead. I don't care. My brother could die. And the Storm Spirit, I mean, it's Juju. I didn't realise he was that good a Storm Spirit player. This Divine 1 stomped an Immortal in lane. He's nearly got the Orchid. I think he's already got the Orchid. This is a sub 11-minute Orchid.
Oh, I actually don't have Juju's profile up because I couldn't find him. Otherwise, I'd be able to tell you some stats.
Ocean
from the
Heart,
desk.
very nice Storm item. You sit in the river, get +4 mana regen. He's also got a Royal Jelly. So 5.3 mana regen coming his way. He's got 2.5 from the level 10 talent.
Ocean Heart's insane on any mid laner, I think. They
Pretty
spend so
much.
much time around the river.
It's my favorite mid item, definitely,
Yeah.
for neutral items. If I see Ocean Heart, I always want it. I don't care. I'll give back the Arcane Ring, whatever.
I really enjoy it on Slardar.
Yeah, that is a good one too.
Because you're in the river.
Because you just
anyway.
made puddles that count as river.
Yeah.
Right, Nat has
Not-
reconnected. The
yeah.
thing is, that at least one of the benefits from Puck is that Puck's spells are still quite strong and provide some utility even if you're behind. Like, you've still got a long silence, you've still got Dream Coil. Dream Coil Aghanims, I think, makes it a very good late game spell too. Unfortunately, Storm Spirit really doesn't care about Dream Coil and could just dash out of it no matter what.
Can you wait? He actually can do that.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
go
you
straight
just
through
get
it.
stunned at the end of Bristle.
Because you
Fuck
get
that hero, dude.
stunned while you're invulnerable, so the stun doesn't do
Yeah.
anything. Yes, Storm Spirit is very awkward. You have to silence him, but then he'll go BKB for sure.
The upside of Puck though is
You can't
that,
zip. Did they change?
typic-
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I
thought
he
Storm
can't zip, yeah, some ability.
I
yeah,
thought
I
Storm
didn't
Spirit-
think so. Okay.
I thought Storm Spirit could zip in, and maybe that must have been changed at some
I
point.
think you can if you have
Debate Mail's
BKB
going
and
for the
not
charge
Dead
onto
Ray.
Tim. He gets the charge stun. Telekinesis only rank 1 though. I think Debate Mail's in a lot of trouble here. And yeah, he said Ollie is on a killing spree. I think he's probably got Eternal Shroud now. Yes, he does. We do
Yeah,
have Eternal Shroud.
yeah.
Juju just found another kill on that.
That was
course.
also Jabbermail's dominating streak going away.
Okay, yep, fed it to Ollie.
That's a lot of.
So
lot
Ollie
of
is
goals.
doing well, but Ollie has 7 out of his team's 8 kills. Whereas unfortunately Nat has 6 of the deaths. So it's been tough.
the good
Someone's
thing about
charging
Nat-
now. I think Kinder's in a little bit of trouble here. Do we have the ult from someone? We do. We're not using it. We're really waiting for it. I think he could have just ulted straight away. Maybe Tim could have gone to his ult as well. Ollie has the Eternal Shroud now, so he's very happy. He's also got an Arcane Ring. And we've got 3 points of Arcane Aura. So I think Ollie's going to have no problem with mana now.
I think the good thing about Nat, he's a really good player that knows
Oh,
how
we're
to
going
farm.
on Juju.
Oh,
We've got the ult. Yeah, we've got every ult. That's why they saved the ult. They were clever.
Oh, the
Really,
Brew as well.
really nice
Fantastic.
use of Frostbite. Yeah, perfect. And that's an 8-time streak gone. Tim got the kill, of course. Okay, I mean, I take it all back. I was thinking back to many patches ago where Dream Coil, you could just zip out of
Yeah,
it. Now that
okay.
you can't, that's really good against Storm. And if he
Yeah.
gets an Aghanims in a reasonable amount of time, just says, well, I'm not doing super well on Puck. If I get Ags, then I've definitely ruined Storm Spirit's day no matter what. I think maybe he should just go blink Ags, to be honest.
Puck can farm in really ambitious places and gets lots of farm really fast. I think that's one of the main selling points of the hero is he has lots of burst, long range spells. He can zip zap all over the place, and Nat is a player who I think can take like lots of advantage of that.
I'm not entirely
think-
sure where Somewhat is right now. I'm not a big fan of that. He's going to charge away. Oh, he does
It's
get the silence
created.
again. Oh, Debate Mail gets him with the Frostbite. That was
He was
the
just hy-
shortest lift of all time, but I think
Oh,
Somewhat is
no.
still going to go down.
Space created.
Bit of space
he was-
created, yeah. Oh,
he
we're
was-
going
he was-
on
he was-
Veteran. Orchid, is Orchid enough? Yeah. Orchid plus the max rank
Wow.
Burrow Strike. It's,
So he was
it's
just
a lot.
hiding like here, just having XP from the PL. For, like, 20
Oh,
seconds
right.
there.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. And so that's another 2 kills. Can you believe the number of kills we've got already? 13 minutes, and there's a team with 19 kills.
And it's not the team that has Bristleback Spirit Breaker.
No, it's not. It's the team that's thinking about late game. I mean, Ollie is still pretty scary. He is second on the net worth, but we've not really talked much about the start, but he's 0-4-2. He's not had the greatest start. 13 minutes, and he's only just hit 4k net worth. Trying to go for a Diffusal Blade, which is an interesting choice. I mean, I guess if you can pounce onto the Storm, you can take some of his mana away. It is quite a good early game aggressive item.
It's a shame that Diffusal Blade doesn't scale as well as like I'm pretty sure it doesn't anti-mage mana burn have percentage burn.
It does now for no apparent reason. Now,
which
as
is
in,
fantastic
it's been for
against
a while.
Storm Spirit.
I don't know why it does. If you hit OD once, you do like 600 physical damage. It doesn't need to be
Oh,
that
does
way.
it do the damage as well? Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's insane. But
Oh
so
wow,
I'm
look at the
thinking-
range of the... Oh, was that a rank 1 Nether Strike? Felt like it was global almost.
No, it's because he cast it before he walked away. Like
I know,
it
but
stays on him.
still, I don't know. He's going Blade Mail first, which I guess makes sense to Spirit Breaker.
Storm.
Oh, he's in. He's going to find Veteran. Easy kill. Debate Mail still here. What's he going to steal? Oh, I think he's just going to run. And he's also dead. The Dream Claw hits nobody. We do have the silence onto Juju, but we don't have enough follow-up. No cooldowns ready for someone. Jabemo, nice use of the Waning Rift. Does manage to get away. This is a massive fight. We're stacking up the Shadow Poisons, but it's not going to be enough to kill Ollie. Ollie does not care. Nice stun. Do we have some follow-up on Juju? Oh, Puck's there. Doesn't use the Waning Rift. In fact, he's looking
still
for
there?
it. He's looking for it. Yes,
He's
he
got-
finds the kill. That is great for Puck to find a kill. Gone from 0-6-0 to 1-6-1. Finally putting his name on the board.
He's-
Ollie just doing whatever he wants. He doesn't care. Ollie's in. Oh no, the Waning Rift again. Debate Mail saved himself twice with that spell.
The cast range on that Waning Rift from Rubik is insane. What?
It's like a blink dagger, isn't it?
I can't believe it. He like, because the radius is about as big as Bristleback's Cool Spray. So normally it wouldn't let you evade him too much, but he's like yeeting himself fully out of range.
That was actually insane.
500 distance.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
If that didn't have, if that didn't have the movement part that was added, the Rubik wouldn't be able to cast it at a distance at all.
Well, yeah, exactly. And if he didn't have the cast range buff, he would have died so many times in that fight.
Ollie is now going for a Lotus Orb, so he's going to have even more regen, as if he needed it. He's just sitting in the Sandstorm thinking, thanks for the...
it's probably for the Orchid.
Yeah, it does make sense. You can dispel Orchid from your team. That's definitely going to be helpful. Juju is now going for a Bloodstone, so he's playing quite greedy. He's not getting Yules or BKB, so he's going to be really careful if Puck finds him. Really, really careful.
Was it Sand King that got the Lotus Orb?
Ollie's going Lotus Orb.
Oh, Ollie's got it. Okay. What's Sand King up to?
Sand King has just got a Blink. He's also got the Veil ready. So Veil is always a good item on Sand King, I guess. Bit of an early game mana regen, 18% more damage.
I think Veil's awesome on lots of heroes as well.
Yeah. I think trying to step on Ollie here is a bit ambitious.
Well, a little bit. Tim is behind Ollie with the Glimmer Cape as well, so that one would get quite a lot of damage from the Sand King if he can predict something coming. But I don't think we're going to kill Ollie.
I mean, if you look at top lane, like Dai's making a push and they want that tower, and they could potentially go for tier 2 if they had Sand King there or had Shadow Demon or someone.
The bot lane, he's just standing in the sandstorm. He's not taking damage.
Well, we're going on to Juju. We've done a lot of damage to him. Look how low he is. And he does actually go down. See, this is why you've got to be careful. This is a storm that was doing so well. And Ollie does manage to find a kill. Debate steals Nether Strike. That's going to be okay. So, Debate, why is Debate taking so long to die? Now, you've got to be careful, but you've got the silence ready. The Fusel Blade is up and dodged. He's trying to go onto Tim. Oh, he misses the Waning Rift. And the tower will go down as well. What happened in the bot lane? How did Ollie get a kill?
Let me give you a rundown of this.
It was so funny.
Sand King just epicentered, and Ollie said, "Nah, bro, you," and then killed him.
Just sat there and Bristleback.
Yeah, he just tanked it. He took no damage, and he just died to the Bristleback procs.
Okay. I mean, and every time the Bristleback procs, he gets 20% spell lifesteal there, which is a lot when you're playing Bristleback. Now he's also got Lotus Orb, so he's got armor, he's got magic resist, he's got regen for days. He really doesn't care about anything, does he?
He just sits in Sandstorm.
Look how much he heals every time the Quill Spray goes off.
Yeah, I think Ollie could walk at towers here and they wouldn't be able to kill him with like 3 or 4 heroes.
What he
needs,
needs,
like the entire team.
He needs some health now. He's pretty low on HP. It looks like Juju is finding a kill. So Juju died a few times, but he's proving that he's still a strong hero. His net worth is... Somehow Ollie has climbed to top net worth playing this Bristle. He is actually doing incredibly well.
It's because he's really focusing on his farm patterns. He's just running to that wave, clearing it, running through the jungle, running back again.
Yeah,
compared to Sand King on the other side, who is just sat in lane and isn't really taking advantage of the dire jungle at all, as far as I can tell. He's just sat Sandstorm going for, you know, the farm difference between those two heroes on that bot lane is quite dire.
A very fun item. Always makes me think of the disciplinary action from TFT. You know, where you whip someone to get their speed, but it's just fun, isn't it?
Last time I played Spirit Breaker, I tried the ball whip on him because it seemed very thematic, but you can't use it while you're charging. It cancels the charge.
You've got to do it first and then charge.
Yeah.
Ollie is not in any danger. He Lotus Orbs himself and Eternal Shrouds, so no one can go anywhere near him. Ollie's only weakness is his max health is quite low. But if you can't burst him, it's so hard to burst him when you've got the Bristleback passive and you've got magic resist and you've got armor. He even went treads for a little bit extra HP. He's got so much mana regen, like 10 mana regen. That's not even with the Eternal Shroud giving him mana.
That being said, Ollie can definitely die if he throws. He can definitely walk onto tier 2 tower and die.
Oh,
he's playing really smart. He is only where he needs to be. I think if he overstayed his welcome, he would go down. But he's got his little soul, he's happy. He's roaming.
He's getting the axe shard. We get to see the hairball.
Oh, nice.
Almost on curve as well.
The thing is, Veteran is farming, and he really needs a lot more farm, as you can see. Oh, I hear Juju going in. Have a look. I heard the Orchid. They're trying to go on somewhat, but somewhat is a very tanky hero. He gets Lotus Orbed and Glimmer Cape. He's absolutely fine. Ollie is in. Ollie does not care, but we have ulted Ollie. That's doing a fair bit of damage to him. Is it going to be enough? We're trying to kill Juju. Do we have the means to kill him? Oh, no, he does manage to zip away. And they have taken out Ollie. You were right. Ollie can die. We do have a Yules now on Puck. That's trying to get away. Yeah, he's actually holding himself really well. Kim is surprised he's left on 1 HP for some reason. I don't know why they just forgot about him. Not the first time it's happened, but Veteran will find a kill, and that's exactly what he needs. Never mind, we've got the charge. Is it going to be enough to kill Kenny? Yes, of course it is. Not going to kill somewhat in time. So, yeah, they do have the means to kill Ollie, but I think it was still worth it. Nat was so close to dying. Double kill for Veteran, which is what he needed, but then Deutsch finds a kill. Juju comes back, tries to get a kill. Do we have the means to kill Veteran? No, because we've got the Glimmer Cape. Oh, come on, Nat is so low, but he has the phase shift. He's going to keep himself alive. No, he's finally going to go
Such a long fight.
This is a ridiculous fight. So 6 kills at the end of that. They did manage to bring down Ollie, which is the main thing. So
well, and Nat.
Yeah, Nat. He was.
And they managed to rotate like Phantom Lancer into that fight and get him some gold as well. I was worried. I was thinking it was going really well for Radiant because all their cores are fighting. They're winning the fight. But then I realized Phantom Lancer wasn't there at all. I don't think Storm was there for much of it, and then their 2 calls suddenly kick into action.
No, Storm had to zip away because they nearly killed him, but they didn't quite. So he zipped away and he returned later on full HP and mana. But
that was a rough fight.
It was a rough fight. Oh, here we go. So 100 mana though, but he has absolutely 0 mana problems. He's now going for Heart because he realizes, well, I've got the magic resist, I've got the armor. It's time for the HP. Yeah, exactly. Ollie's still pretty strong. I would like to see Abyssal Blade instead of Heart, but that would just be my preference. Even more lockdown, nice to get onto Storm. It's really good on Bristleback. You know, when you've got...
If he gets like...
How many stacks do you have
of
Warpath?
Heart Axe, how does he die?
7 or 9 stacks of Warpath, and then suddenly there's a Bristle blinked on your face and doing, you know, these like 600 auto attacks to you. It's You don't expect it to be that strong, but it is. Oh,
So
we'll see.
Something I think I mentioned last in house when we were casting it is I really don't like maxing Shard of Darkness on Spirit Breaker. I think it does nothing.
Yeah, I like the Greater Bash. You do
the
max,
mana
though,
cost.
right?
Yeah, so the stun duration only actually increases after level 3 because the Greater Bash has higher stun duration than it until that point. And the increases the mana cost, and the cooldown doesn't matter because by the time you arrive, it's off cooldown anyway.
Bulldoze is really
that's
good
not how
as
that
well.
works.
Yeah, it does. It goes on cooldown after you start using it, though.
Hold on.
It's on cooldown now.
Keep watching him. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then
now
he
it's
cancels
11.
it and it goes back to its cooldown again.
Yeah.
I mean, still, it's not a long cooldown. It's not
11. Well,
No,
it goes
I
from
agree.
17
It's
to
just-
11. What does Ags do? Make it like 6?
6. Yeah.
6 seconds. Ollie is now,
Ags is
as you said,
ridiculous, yeah.
running out the tower.
Yeah. What are they gonna do?
Well, he's taking
got
about
Reaver.
5 damage per hit.
He's got a
Look
Reaver on
at all the
tower.
attempts to deny it. They did finally get it. There's about 5 projectiles going at that tower at once. Ollie really doesn't care. The only thing they have really good against Ollie is they have Demonic Purge. They can just hold him in place for 7 seconds. Also, they can get it to break.
Yeah, if he attacks, which he's trying to get.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. Oh, Ollie throws
The hairball.
the hairball. Ollie is in no danger. He's even got the Lotus Orbs. They cannot kill him. You just can't bring Ollie down. Don't go on him. This is not looking good for the Dire. Look how much damage they're taking. But actually, never mind. They're turning around. Now the Epicenter comes out. They managed to find Tim. Are they going to be able to kill Ollie? They are trying.
Juju's
No,
out
they
mana.
cannot. They cannot. But they find a kill. The double yours. Airball as well. Hairball. He's used it. There's a kill. Oh, this is not good. Ollie is just rinsing everyone. He does get orchided for a while. I think he's fine. Remember, he heals. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Never mind. Somewhat's come back in. Somewhat does have his ult. He's ready to use it. There's basically no mana on the entire Dire team.
Oh, Ollie?
Ollie's just ran away. Okay, stolen Nether Strike. Oh, Furball will find a kill. A hairball, not Furball. Very, very long range. And Nat finds a kill. 4 times dominating. Uses himself to keep himself alive. He's got the phase shift. Never mind, he's going to go down. Wow.
That was really good for
kills.
Ollie. So I watched that. He managed to miss his Lotus Orb on the Orchid twice, and I thought it was going to be game over. I thought he was going to get silenced and slowed and just killed. But somehow he survived the whole time and got 2 kills. I don't get it.
The range of hairball is actually ridiculous. Look, hover over it. Look how far it covers. It's so far. It almost makes Bristleback like a ranged hero. And yeah, that's actually a good point. The net worth is almost completely the same. We've had 48 kills in 24 minutes. So literally 2 kills every single minute. Somehow the net worth is even. Probably thanks to how well Ollie is doing. But Veteran is slowly but steadily catching up. You know, he's happy. Everyone's fighting. Everyone's distracted. I'm fine.
I don't even mind Veteran being behind on net worth at this point. I think Ollie's farming so well. Like, Slark has to be played as a pos 3 at this point. I don't know what items you get as Slark as like a, you know, as not the main farming core, but I think Ollie's really taking advantage of all this gold he's got.
Yeah.
Getting the early BKB makes sense to me. So you know, now he's ready to stay in the fight.
So, something I think is new this patch is the eggs on Bristle now increases the stack limit of goo, which means that at max stacks it now does minus 24 armor.
That's quite a lot for a single target. How many stacks can you usually have? Like, literally,
Well, it also makes
stacks.
it's also AoE, so.
Oh my god!
And you apply two from the hairball, so that's a quarter of the stack.
No, just one. Just the one goo.
Oh, it's just one goo.
goo,
Okay. Two quills. Okay.
Are there any other ag shards been picked up yet? Or is it just Ollie at the moment? I think it might just be Ollie. Yeah, the only person. Oh, they run into Miles. I think he's definitely dead, to say the least. Yep, he's going to go down. Ollie is still committing to hearts. Which, as I said,
fine with it.
I think it's okay. It's never a bad item. It will make him very, very, very durable. I just feel like at that point, you know, there's a point where you become ignorable if you don't build any damage.
That's true.
I think something to consider is the Dire team is almost all chip damage. It's not like they don't have any real massive burst other than maybe like the Soul Catcher into something else.
Hook did go down though.
Hook did.
I know you're talking about Bristle Pack, but
yeah.
Hook vanished when he got in a fight.
Well, Storm has burst, but Storm was pretty much, like you said, the only hero. Storm and Sand King, they need to burst the target that they really aim to kill. Otherwise, the fight will drag on a little bit for them.
I also think there's something about the way PL works, especially with like Diffusal Blade, is that I think he front loads his damage a little bit. Like if you throw a Lance and then start hitting and burning mana, like you're doing quite a lot of damage at the beginning of the fight. It might not be the burst you want, but it is front loaded.
Yeah, to some extent. You can pop the Manta as well, get the strong illusions.
My point is more the new heart post patch is continuous health regen now. It's not in and out of fight regen, so you always get the health regen now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, did you see that? He used the bull up on himself, and he charged straight in, so he's making use of the item. Nice use of the Dream Core. Oh, and Juju broke it. That is not good. Gets Nether Strike, just about dies. Ollie is now taking a little tour under the tier 3 tower. Never mind, decides, actually, I don't want that. Gets 4-staff out by Tim. Tim is always ready to save Ollie. You see, he just stands behind him, glindas him, 4-staffs him. It allows Ollie to do whatever he wants because he knows Tim is there to protect him.
I think Miles has PTSD from when he died to Epicenter solo on the bot lane because he was channeling Epicenter the whole time, and like Jabema was there ready to throw Ollie wherever he was needed. But Miles decided to cancel the Epi. I think he was terrified that he was just gonna like turn around and slap him to death somehow with Bristle Pack.
I think it's a shame that Juju, who had such a good early game, is now struggling a bit, and now he's feeling the wrath of Puck, the wrath of Dream Coil. He's got a Maelstrom. For some reason, I'm not entirely sure why. It's in his backpack as well. Okay.
I guess you can upgrade it to Gluttony as an in-hero item.
Well,
it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Like I said, I think Aghanim Shard's really strong.
I would have rushed the actual Aghanims on Puck, to be honest.
Yeah,
because
that too.
It counters the BKBs that will inevitably start to be built. Oh, Miles, you're in a lot of trouble here, my friend. Oh, gets knocked back to the little bit. We've used another strike very aggressively. Now gets the Dream Coil. This is a lot of carnage. Tim channeling his full ult. Veteran, he's popped his BKB. He's in no danger at all. He's going to find another kill. Big Epicenter, though. Already finds one kill. Maybe two. Tim does manage to escape. Veteran's still got his BKB up, though. The Bloodstone is healing Juju, but he has absolutely no mana. Come on, Ollie. Dive under the tower. Ah, lame.
That was a worthwhile save for the Epi there. That was good.
Oh, but Jabema will find yet another kill.
Yeah, all he needs is heart.
I would say Dire came out well from that fight, but then at the same time, Veteran was the one who found kills without dying, and eventually Slark's going to be quite scary. You've got to be careful.
Eventually. I don't know what sort of timer this Slark's going to be on, but I mean, to be fair, he is third net worth. He's
he is. That's what I mean. Like at first, you thought he's low down on net worth, doesn't really matter. And suddenly, he's got a bash, he's got diffusers, he's got BKB. He's now he's got an Elven Cloak if he wants to use it. I think he's going to use it. Yeah.
So yeah, there's the heart on Bristle. He now has a passive 90 health regen all the time. Can Dire do more than 90 damage per second?
Why is it 90? They changed heart. I remember they reduced they removed that bonus effect it had, which was out of combat regen. They also removed some of the health on it. It used to give a lot more health than it does. Then they massively ramped up the constant health regen.
Well, I think they increased the constant by the same amount as the non-combat because it was a 50% increase, and now it's 1.6 health regen.
1.6%. I mean, having 90 health regen is just unfair. I mean, like, you're gonna need some Shivas. You're gonna need some. We do have a Skadi being built, so that's some anti-regen there.
Yeah, who's gonna build Shivas though? Storm. He's not gonna have it for a while though. He needs a BKB.
No, he does need a BKB. He's not actually farming super well. I almost feel like
Sand King could get Shivas.
That's true.
That's true.
He is. No, okay. Well, there we go. We're on it. Double.
They've realized
the anti-regen's gonna come out pretty quickly now. Oh, they didn't. Did they claim back their outpost in time? No, they didn't. I think Radiant got both outposts. Wow, excellent play. Let's just have a look at the hero levels. We haven't looked at them in a while. Look at Nat. He's 4, 10, 8. He has, being honest, a very rubbish KDA. But yet he's still the second highest level in the game. And he is still creating a massive amount of impact in fights. I still don't understand why he has a random Maelstrom. Yeah. But apart from that, he is going for Aghanim's, which I believe to be the right call.
That's what Puck does, dude. He pucks up your game.
Oh my god.
He just appears.
Awful.
Terrible.
I always have the opposite experience on Puck. Do really well early game and then be useless. But he's had the, have a bad early game and now he's basically winning team fights.
Okay, Jerome, you'll be happy. Ollie wants an Abyssal Blade.
Good. Okay, I would have gone it before the heart, but we'll see. I think Abyssal Blade is really strong on Bristle. So we'll see.
I think he has a window now where he's just unkillable with the heart though, so he has to get a good fight before they get the Shivas and Skadi up.
Well, they need to have a fight then. Oh, here
this
we go.
Is a weird build.
We've used the Manta. Are we going to get the real Doge? Yes, we are. He's still leashed. Ooh. Does manage to doppelgang out of it, but I don't think there's any way he's escaping this. And there's a kill. Really nice kill on the POS 1 as well. That's
no, it's working for him. I don't know if it's because of how much farm he has, but Ollie has, 4 defensive items in his inventory right now.
Yeah, they're quite defensive. He could have gone a 20 health regen talent. No, of course you go core spray damage, don't you?
Right.
Why would you do more health regen? You have so much.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's helping out a little bit.
Cool, stack damage is massive. And Ollie's just going in. He's like, whatever. Lotus Orb. Oh, and here comes someone. He bashes Judy for long enough. Ollie is in no danger of dying at all.
Epi?
His frontline. Epicenter's use actually managed to find Veteran. That's a really nice kill. But he's going to die for it. Never mind. I think Tim's going to be next. Yeah, there's 2 kills. But Radiant, they managed to claim out Miles eventually. So, yeah, Dire definitely behind at the moment. Ollie's just going to hit the tower. Does not care. 5 stacks of Warpath. He's chilling with, over 300 attack damage. And
I think this is critical mass on Ollie. I think this is time to go. If he doesn't die, he doesn't die. He just kills everyone. So if it works, it works.
Well, now he can just do literally what he wants. There's only 2 heroes alive. None of them can kill him. So he's just going to run into everything.
Do you guys know if the heal reduction from Skadi and Shivas goes through BKB?
The Shivas one doesn't. The Skadi does.
Okay.
So
whether or not it's worth it.
So if Ollie BKBs, then Shivas is useless, but Skadi always goes through, so it's still good. Well, Skadi is such a good item. Even though they nerfed the health and mana on us a little bit, it's still incredible.
Would you want a BKB on Ollie anywhere, or would you prefer an AC?
So. Yeah, I'd rather just go AC. I don't think... Ollie just runs in with Lotus Orb. Why is he running back? Ollie is so hard to kill.
That's a free tower, has to be.
I'm very curious what his damage taken values are, though, because he might not be taking physical damage at all, to be honest.
Well, I think even AC is just a damage.
Yeah, attack speed, which goes well with the free damage you get from Warpath, the minus armor, which goes well with the Quill Spray, maybe even the Aghanim's. Could be pretty good on them.
Wonder if you ever get Octarine. I've seen some people build that. Because now it gives you cast range.
He's got Eternal Shroud, though. He's got the Shroud.
No, it doesn't give you magic resist anymore. It gives you cast range and cooldown reduction.
Well, shit, Octarine. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Octarine. Octarine makes sense. Could be interesting.
I think Thompson's build was he had like Octarine Bloodstone and he just stood in the middle of the team. Because Bloodstone's Bloodstone's still now.
I don't know what you're doing there. Please. Oh, how does he get out? He's just standing in the middle of the enemy team. And they just look at him. It's literally 2 versus 4 here. 3. Okay, never mind. I didn't see Tim. Nat's chilling in the mid lane with his Maelstrom, of course. He actually has almost enough money to buy the full Aghanim's. That's pretty impressive. And yeah, Slark's just farming.
There it is.
Has Nat identified the farming Maelstrom timing? Is this exactly what he needed?
27-minute Maelstrom or something.
I don't know if it... He's got his Aghanim, so we can't complain. The game hasn't ended yet. So
look, his net worth is climbing.
So clearly this is the scaling build. You can upgrade the Blink later, you can upgrade the Maelstrom later, you can upgrade the Yules later.
Oh, true. And you can upgrade the Ags later as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going, look how much damage we do to Nat. We just absolutely delete him.
Honestly, maybe he just gets an Aeon Disc next.
He was there, and then he wasn't there. The Roids classic. Ollie is in no danger. Why are they going on him? They absolutely cannot kill Ollie. Lotus Orbs the stun. Ollie does not care. Ollie, okay, never mind. We'll talk about that later. We're going on to Tim. Nice stun from someone, gets 2 people, but out comes the full epicenter. It's going to do a lot of damage, but look how quickly Miles dies from it. He does manage to find a kill, but Ollie is just doing so much damage. Took practically nothing from that. Juju's popped the BKB, has to run away. Veteran is following him though. Ollie finds the kill with the hairball, and then he'll just chase everyone down. Did you see how little damage Ollie took in that fight? Practically nothing. He's on full HP.
Wait.
I just want to point that he's got a holy locket.
He's got a locket.
Yeah, I noticed that before the fight, and I said, I'll talk about that in a bit. But, I mean, he upgraded his wand. I don't know. It's 35% more healing, I guess. They don't have Ashivas yet.
But that doesn't apply to passive health regen, though.
Well,
Pretty sure.
it says
it doesn't look like it.
You
Oh, no,
provide.
does it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
No, the extra health regen from the Vanguard.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know.
It used to.
Oh wait, no, doesn't it also give you... Oh, it doesn't buff lifesteal, is that what it's saying?
It's heals.
He actually
you
just do it for the
provide.
passive one charges for the mana.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he... I think he...
Ollie doesn't care. He's just chilling, to be honest. He's vibing in the enemy base.
Yeah.
He is still going for his Abyssal. I don't know why he stopped for Holy Locket. I think he's just trying to meme on them. We've actually got Abyssal on Slark as well. That is a very, very powerful Slark item. Ollie, the problem is Ollie has no mana. But you're right, he does have 21 charges.
I don't know if you caught this, but the Rubik actually has an Ag Shard for the target ally as a telekinesis.
Okay.
Target ally. It's quite a troll ability. Like, you pick them up. He has got the talent that gives you telekinesis land distance, so you can lob someone into the enemy team. I mean, Juju dying there was really tragic. The amount of damage that Ollie did with Quill Spray. You've got to break this man.
Well, yeah, not dying earlier to Rubik was insane. I think that's like
Yeah,
the value of Rubik on this lineup is he can steal like illusory or waning or whatever, or like frostbite, and those are insane damage abilities, and that's all Rubik wants is just damage.
Oh, Ollie's completely out of mana, so that's a problem. Juju's gone in. He's found Tim, and Tim has already used the Glimmer Cape, but somewhat manages to get the stun on Juju as he chases past. Out comes the Abyssal Blade, and he's going to go down. Nat keeping him in place, diving straight in front. They find another kill. Somewhat gets the ult onto Miles. Miles is silent. Do they have protection for him? I think they do. Yes, they do. He's going to go down. Triple kill for Nat. Obviously, it's that Maelstrom doing so much damage. He's also got Enchanted Quiver, to be fair, and he has gone the Phase Shift attack talent. Ollie went for the Spell Lifesteal talent, so he obviously needed even more Spell Lifesteal. Ollie has completely no mana, but I guess he just has a lot of free one charges.
I guess Locket does amp Spell Lifesteal.
Does it?
I would imagine so. It's
I'm
a heal, right?
not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I would
We're
hope
still
so.
going in. Okay, Radiant going to take a step back. Ollie does not have very much mana, but does not seem to care either. He's got 109 health regen. Out comes the full Epicenter. It's doing a lot of damage. Look, almost instantly kill Veteran, but Veteran does manage to pop his ult and the BKB in time. Nice use of Dreamfall. Tim might get brought down. Yeah, he does get brought down by a Fade Bolt. Ollie's in a little bit of trouble. No, he's not. Ollie's in no trouble at all. What am I kidding? But I think we may be able to kill Veteran. That would be a big kill. Yep, so Dire will find a kill. Now Ollie is surrounded by 4 heroes. Is he going to go down? He is a very, very tanky hero. It's also giving me like 3 FPS. Ollie still doesn't go down. Are we going to find the kill onto Nat? He's trying to get out. Nat will go down. They use the Waning Rift to stole him. We're still going on to Ollie. Look at his health. It just goes up as much as it goes down. They absolutely cannot kill this man. What is going on? Ollie's still at 109 health regen. They can't bring him down. They literally can't bring. They have the whole team around him.
I'm so upset.
Okay, he's in the Yules. He's got the Eternal Shroud, which he'll use.
Upset.
So now any damage that goes onto him will restore his mana, which he's like, oh, cheers for the mana. I needed a bit of that. Lotus Orbs himself with the mana that he got. Now gets orchited, but he's in absolutely no danger of dying. He's on back to 4k HP. One man army. What is this? God mode turned on. Ollie, turn the sheets off, man. This is ridiculous. Look, he's on full HP. He's literally on full HP again. He is 1 versus 5 here. 1 versus 4. No, they can't bring him down. No.
They
Couldn't
need a break.
He doesn't
This
have
is
any
his cry
mana.
for help.
He doesn't have any mana, so he can never use any of his items or spells. But he's just a raid boss.
Can't he just hit the racks? What are they going to do?
Yeah, oh, that's a good point, actually.
Like, he just realised, like, what?
Yeah, he's like, wait a second, I'm just going to hit the rack.
How far are we from Shadow Demon's axe?
100 gold.
Okay, that's
Ollie is going to be surprised when he gets taken down. Oh, never mind, never mind. 300 HP, Ollie, 100. He finally gets brought down. Okay, so...
Okay. Was that all Shadow Poison?
Well, I can't see a death summary.
I think a lot. I think quite a bit of that was also a Soul Catcher.
2,000 damage
There was
from...
only 3 stacks of poison.
It was
Is that what I'm saying?
six poison stacks, or at least
that,
instant
that was apparently 4 Soul Catchers. That's how long that fight lasted.
when Ollie died at the
15
end,
spirit lasted.
2,300 damage from...
Wait, how much damage did
Assassin.
Shadow Demon do? He did none, right?
Well, at the end, it was 800 Shadow Demon.
Okay, that's not a lot. Never mind.
I don't believe Soul Catcher counts as damage though. It's like HP removal.
No, so it might have been Soul Catcher, not the poison that was doing the most of that.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look
35%
at
of his health just gone.
Ollie is insanely far ahead in the net worth. But one thing I like to point out, oh, never mind, you just going in. Look at that damage. He goes into Puck, does a ton of damage. Phase shift. Somewhat trying to hold him in place. Nat, is he going to escape? He's very, very low on HP. No, he's actually going to get brought down.
Oh, no.
It's a big kill for the Dire.
No,
I was just about to point out that the Dire are lacking level 25 heroes. They just got 2 heroes level 25 from that. One of them is Phantom Lancer, who gets low doppelgang CD. The second 25 on the Dire is actually Rubik, who still hasn't decided what talent he wants. I don't know how Jabate, but it's so high level. In fact, he blinked straight into Veteran, but he already had Dark packed up. Stun comes out from Miles. Yours? Keeping him in place. He's going to be okay. Out comes the charge from Somewhat. He still hasn't picked a level 25 talent. I really want you to pick one. Please do. I'm not sure Veteran has the damage to kill Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is not an easy kill. He's got to be careful. He does pop his ult as well. Out comes the Epicenter. Yeah, Epicenter with the Waning Rift is doing so much work. This is a really big turnaround for the Dire.
And he's got Psychic Headband. He's fulfilled the item build. He's got 6 million blink.
Oh, he also has... oh, my God. Out comes another play from Ollie. But is he going to find a kill? Yeah, okay, I think he will.
That was very ambitious by Miles, let's just say.
I can't see... Oh, never mind. Oh, Tim finally realized he has sentries in inventory.
Bash.
Yeah,
hey.
There's that bash. So Rubik did go for the more powerful stolen spells. We also have 2 heroes close to 25. You've got Storm Spirit, who they've given him a new ability, or a new talent. It's 2 times overload attack bounce. I'm not sure how good that actually is. It used to be PvP. And
no, I think the other one's still too good, right?
Yeah, the other one's...
Nah, screw the auto remnant, dude. I want to see bounces.
The Sand King is close to 25 too. He can get 4 more Epicenter Pulses, which is pretty rubbish, or you can go for 40% Sandstorm Slow Glide, which is incredible.
He's Sandstorm in every fight. Like, that fight with Ollie, I thought Sandstorm was going to be the death of him. Like, he was stood in that the whole time.
You know that Puck did go Dreamcore Rapid Fire and then went Mjolnir. Not Gleipnir, Mjolnir. So he's like, eventually I will be auto-attack Puck. Just give me some time. I'll make it there. It's funny.
I think he's just waiting for Ollie to end the game for him at this point, and he's saying, okay, if Ollie doesn't end, at least I'll be 6-slotted.
Yeah, by then.
Yeah, last time after he had all those defensive items, he went like straight Rapier, so he might do that again. We'll see.
He's playing for the late game. You know, I admire him. There's been so many kills this game. I want to see 100 kills this game.
Oh my god, he's got Stormcrafter on Bristle. He can just purge himself now.
It has a mana cost though.
True.
Oh, true, but it does give him 4 mana regen though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Minotaur might be better.
He is going for Octarine Core next.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how you build... I still think AC is better.
Oh, I guess the Ags. I think the Ags is quite good.
I think the problem is he doesn't have mana.
That's
so
true, yeah.
He needs to get items which are useful without having mana. I guess Octarine gives 700 mana, which is quite helpful.
Yeah, but if he stays in a fight long enough, it's going to be gone, is the problem.
Yeah. Okay, we've actually broken him because we have the Aghanims, but 1 break is not going to be enough. Shadow Demon trying to keep himself alive, but he is in a lot of trouble.
He's got 2 more then.
Yeah, he does, but he's the #1 target. Okay, now Ollie's absolutely safe. Yuji goes back in, but I don't think he's going to get a kill. You're not going to get the kill on Veteran anyway, or are you? Nope, he uses Shadow Dance. He's going to be okay. Pretty low, somewhat charging. Oh, yes, we do. We get the Miles. He manages to find the kill. BKB ult from Tim, but doesn't seem to have caught anyone. This is good for the Dark, though they have had to use a buyback, and they have killed Juju. Really good play from that. I guess that's the power of the Dream Coil Rapid Fire with Mjolnir.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Stolen ult, but it does get cancelled because Ollie just goes for a bash. Ollie's taking absolutely no damage anyways. He doesn't care. I mean, this isn't... You've lost your only chance at break. No, he did actually buy back, so you do have it. But Ollie, he's going to say, I don't care. Deutsch has to run. I think he's going to go down anyway. Never mind, he's got a double cannon. No, Ollie gets the Abyssal. We'll find the kill. Nat running around on 1 HP like a good little Puck. Gets stunned, but he healed a lot in a very short period of time. That was a Holy Locket. I think Ollie Holy Locketed Nat. So there you go. Great use of healing there.
I think Veteran has positively confirmed himself as the Shadow Demon Hunter for this game. He just runs straight at the back lines, just kills anyone he finds and dies, and he's happy.
Look at Ollie's net worth, 28,000. Like, this man is ridiculous. Level 29. How high is the next level? 27 on Puck. I mean, soon he's going to be level 30. He's going to get more Warpath damage, more health regen, more attack speed, and more mana regen, which he clearly needs. Because as you can see, Doesn't matter how much mana he has, it's going to go down to Phantom Cancer, right? Yeah, absolutely Oom again. But he doesn't care. He's like, well, I'm going to hit the racks. What are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. This is the sad reality of this game.
On every hero now.
He just hits the racks. He's like, whatever. Hit me as much as you want. Oh, Mjolnir to put on Ollie. Now that makes sense, right?
Oh, and it gets rid of the illusions.
Yeah, that's really good, actually.
That is big brain. He's too big for it.
Yeah, that's the Immortal player. Bad start, but then turns it around. He did have a nail on this, but he got immediately broken. Is he going to live? He does actually manage to get the Dream Call out in time, and of course he's got Aglams as well. And that's a little bit of trouble. No, he's fine. Dream Call rapid fire, firing out some attacks.
No.
Ollie will find the kill using the Abyssal Blade anyway. And that's a really big kill because we don't have any buyback on Juju. He's missing 8 gold. Okay, so he will have it in a second, but they're going to finally take a lane of racks. It's been a long time coming, I think you'll find.
We forget that Maelstrom to Mjolnir gives him 14 bounces? 12 bounces?
16 bounces, isn't it?
16, yeah, so it gives him 12 more bounces. Like, that is worth the money.
Oh, and here we go. Epicenter's being used. Doesn't use the Veil of Discord though. I think he forgot to use it, but it's not going to do any damage to Ollie anyway. Juju's trying to get a kill on Veteran, but then he gets immediately Abyssal stunned by somewhat. Are we going to use another strike? No, we don't have it, but Tim gets his ult off, and that's a buyback. Dieback from Juju. This is not looking good for the Dire team. Tim is channeling his entire ult. Actually manages to kill Doige as well. Tim with the double kill. Hugely. Tim's even got Timeless Relic. Out comes the Nether Strike. Are we going to have the damage to Cocaine Surprise? Yes, we do. And I think this may be the GG. Abyssal Blade use. Ollie is under the tower on about 600 HP, 400 HP. Still not going to die. Heals up so fast.
Ollie was just sat there for half of that fight with 10 stacks of Shadow Poison on and didn't care.
Hold on. Oh, I just realized the problem with this game. Look at Sand King's inventory. Where's the Shivas?
Well, it turned into a Heaven's Halberd. Which I guess helps a little bit. He is now completely out of mana. He gets silenced. He's going to go down. I think finally, after a long and hard-fought battle, Radiant are going to claim this game.
NASCAR had a Daedalus on it.
46 to 46 in a 47-minute game. The net worth was very close for pretty much the entire game. Dire had to lead all of the early game. But Radiant will claim victory, basically off the back of, well, Ollie's Bristleback. 18-6-20. There's no doubt he's done the most hero damage as well.
You can steal Fireball as Rubik, that's quite fun.
Yeah, doesn't do a lot though.
It's a good thing Ollie's playing a hero with a strong back, because he carried his team the whole way through that.
Nat went 13-13-14 at the end. And that was from a 0-6-0 start, and a Storm who was hunting you every single time you left the base. Oh yeah, I think I opened up too many cams there. Whoops, coordinator issues. Oh dear, I hope not. Because that wouldn't be ideal. But anyway, there's game one. A pretty epic game there.
It was interesting.
Wow, I mean, Bristleback definitely was one of the worst heroes in 7.27. He was a joke and everyone hated it when you picked him. And Ollie pretty much carried that game throughout. Let's have a look at damage dealt. Clearly, Ollie is the winner. Damage taken. Ollie is about the rest of his team put together. I think it is more. Yeah, it's legit more than his whole team put together. And he did the most damage. And he did the most building damage. He did everything, pretty much. Most farm. There you go, Ollie. MVP by a mile.
I'm not convinced it's Bristleback being that strong as well. I don't know. I don't know if Heart's that good. I don't know if Eternal Shroud's that good. I don't know if Hairball's that good. But
I just think that Dire's team just
Even
didn't have
good.
the burst damage. I feel like Dire's team got to the point where they just don't have the burst for him anymore.
Bristleback's win rate is still absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, exactly.
Really bad.
That was a really good game for him. He got away with it. I was scared for Phantom Lancer to be able to do something to him, but I think Sand King maybe wasn't the good pick versus him, or that lane wasn't good, or something. They missed the lockdown. They missed the something for him. I don't know. They got the Shiva. They never got the Shivas. They got the Ags too late, I think. On Shadow Demon. That was rough.